Alright, so I like to build my stockpiles close to where I'm telling people to get stuff, or close to where I'm building, because then they don't have to walk as far. It is early spring. I have to find food supplies as best as I can without, you know, farming it. The gatherer is effective, but it works best in a forested area, so you don't want to exactly, you know, clear cut where you're going to tell them to work. So I'm going to stick mine close here. And also because of the forest, it's good to have people to hunt the animals that are going to hang out in the forest, so having that close as well. So the gatherer will usually find like 4 different kinds of foods, so that's good. And then the fish will get 1 more. The more variety of food helps people be more healthy, so I really abuse gatherers a lot. They tend to want to build in the order that you place things down. Tend to. So, even though they're going to be dealing with these 2 places, their stupid little carts up here, so I'm going to keep the houses up here so that they're not constantly picking up something, going over here and dropping it, and then deciding they're hungry and going all the way over here and then going down here, and then deciding they need clothes and going back, so they spend their time running back and forth through here, and then I want to punch them. I really do make this game sound horrible, but I wouldn't be making a video if I didn't really enjoy it. So, wooden houses are 16 wood and 8 stone. Stone houses are 24 wood, 40 stone, and 10 iron. Why make it so much more expensive? Because the stone houses actually stay warmer and consume less firewood overall, which is fair, but we're going to start with wood because I need like 4 houses done quickly. So I'm just going to have a tiny little alley of. And yes, I'm building more than I need because people like their privacy, and if I want the population to grow, they need to have somewhere to go. That's the best I got for you. Alright, so we are going to tell them to collect the stone. We don't need the iron. No, we don't need the iron for anything. And we're just gonna work in this area even though we're living up here. Whatever. Time can go all the way up to 10x. To actually play the game. There we go. So let's see. Actually, let's just fire it up to 10. You can see where they're going. What they're doing now, they will have to clear what's in the way, bring the supplies, and then build it. Currently I have no builders. This is where you assign workers, which is cool. This shows how many is needed on this one house. If people don't have anything to do in their current job, like the builders, they will be laborers and cut trees and move stuff and all that. So, let's see what they're gonna do. This already has a good bit done, which is cool. This has squat nothing. You can track a lot of things at once if you need to. These are warnings of supplies, which will pop up a lot. It'll show a full cup when you're actually filling up your stockpiles or this thing. Although if it's full, they'll just kind of throw it on the ground because they're ding-dings. Once this is fully built, the laborer here will switch over from builders, because it doesn't need builders, to fishermen. Which I will then promptly tell somebody to go fish. And now everybody's doing the food lap. But we will have some fishermen. They also tend to want to take things to the closest place, so since this was right next to the storage pile, that's where they wanted to take it. I think they're still working on trees here. These have all the stone they need. They need logs, so I think I've already got them clear cutting here. It will not show red if there's nothing to harvest. So we'll let them continue. That they've actually got some food is nice. A lot of these meandering around and doing nothing are bored children seeing what's going on. They tend to just mill around. Can't say I blame them. Oh look, we got a house going up. Let's go look at it. Zoom! You can see who lives in it. People will keep firewood and food at hand. And I can build roads to get them somewhere more speedily, but currently it's more important that they have, you know, shelter and food. So they take it and drop it off, and you see them going to get it and take it this way. Looks like they're going to try to do the houses next. Food supply is still kind of okay for this amount of people. As it says, the reserve of food. Nope. Oh yeah. Also very important. You need... I know, I even showed this. A woodcutter! The woodcutter is important. Also, having things in blocks, like large blocks like you want to build for the modern city building, is kind of a bad idea. Because if something does catch on fire, it tends to spread to the block. And there is a fire break size, and I don't know what it is. The arrows at the front are where you can build a road, and where the front of it will be. You can see for the fact that they don't have a lot of food options, that they, and that they're sleeping outside, that their health is already dropping. Sorry guys. Oh good. The gatherer's hut's nearly done. Or at least it's in the works. Roads, when you build them, can be dirt, where they just pack it down, it speeds the people up a little bit. But they tend to only do this way. You can hold down shift and they go this way, but in all honesty, for the labor time, you can pretty much just do the diagonal yourself and only do a single one instead of doing the two wide. But that's my own nitpicky ways. I go ahead and just put everybody in that. Everybody that's left anyway. We've got the houses going up. I might actually have these people in houses before, because this might take the rest, depending on how many of them are kids. That is... let's slow down again. That's a symbol of a house with no food in their inventory. And that was the last of our food going out. We might have starving people. But these people have a little bit of potatoes. A little bit? Oh my gosh, 281? Stop hogging it! Potatoes are apparently the way to go. The snowflake that popped up was saying that they didn't have any firewood, or that the building itself was cold. One or the other, maybe both. Alright. Let's do one fewer builder and at least one hunter. Hunting cabins will come up with venison, obviously food, and leather, which can be made into clothes. As late autumn is getting here, we're realizing that we have chopped down all the trees that I told them to. So we're going to get more. And some stone. And we're going to have a nice close stockpile for getting that. So that hopefully we'll do that. This same icon, that's a person that is hungry. I can't do anything about it because, yeah, they're working as hard as I can. They've come up with 308 fishes so far. These guys have come up with mushrooms, roots, and berries. And somebody starved. Oh, it even says Zechariah Builder. That kills me. It's like, I see that and I almost don't even want to click on it because I know that it's going to tell me exactly their name and what they were doing. There went another one, dang it. Those... I'm losing builders. So they're still trying to build houses even though everybody does. So what we need to do is go here and increase the priority of this thing right here. So that they'll hopefully build that first. They'll still kick around in the winter. That's what the coats are for. You can do basic leather coats or wool coats, or you can do leather and wool together and it makes really nice coats, or warm coats, rather. But inevitably I always kill off a few people to start. I always feel bad for it. These get their little marks showing they're going down. My builder is working. We're gonna have another house. I can actually manually stop them from building this, as well as a priority thing. If you don't have a ton of stuff going on, you can manually pause projects. When you click on it, it'll still show up here that it's paused, so you can kind of have a peek. Woodcutter has all the stone it needs. I don't think I'm going to get from these few trees. Oh look, there's a new tree coming up. Probably wondering, I don't know if anybody's like astute eyes will notice there are some really giant trees in here. That's the, I think it's the old forest mod. Otherwise your forests will look more like this. Trees make the roots and everything that the gatherers gather spawn, so they're useless in the plains. And these big trees in that mod will increase that spawn rate, but these big trees will not reproduce the little saplings that the other trees do. I'm looking for saplings. There's one slightly grown. But these itty bitty ones, so